Hello everyone, this is Mothership here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Minefield, Series 2, Episode 3 of Star Trek Enterprise. So, the plot of this episode is that while the Enterprise is on a routine survey mission, they plan on sending a shuttle pod down to a planet to research it, it's all chill, they hit a cloaked mine, and it blows out one of the decks of the ship and inflicts massive damage. So we later found out that they actually accidentally stumbled into a minefield full of cloaked mines, and the rest of the episode is them having to navigate through it. And essentially, this is the introduction of the Romulans, and this is the first time that humans meet Romulans. So essentially, this is like the Romulan border, and these are their protective mines that they're using to defend their borders. And I feel like this is a very good idea, these cloaked mines. I'm surprised that not only had it not been thought of earlier that Romulans would of course have this deployed along their borders, it never actually really came up again. We had seen cloaked mines in Deep Space Nine when they were mining the wormhole from the Dominion forces coming through, but we never saw it being used along Romulan borders to defend themselves specifically, so I just find that kind of weird. Now, we do get to see a pretty cool Romulan ship design. Now, I'm not that big of a fan of it because it's not that unique. It just kind of looks like the original series Romulan Bird of Prey, but with different wings. I feel like they could have gone more unique with it, and it doesn't really look primitive enough to belong in the 22nd century, but it still looks cool. And a large amount of the episode is Lieutenant Reed, while he's trying to essentially repair some hull damage and all, he is trapped on the upper deck, and he can't get down, and there's a mine that is going to explode, so Captain Archer has to go out there and rescue him, and it makes for an really good, tense sequence. I also love how at first the crew can't really understand the Romulan message, and they mispronounce the name of the Romulan Star Empire, but then, because T'Pol knows who they are, she immediately corrects them, and it kind of leads into the next part of the episode, and it's great, it leads into the next section. Now, this episode does, of course, kind of break canon, because they clearly see that Romulans can have cloaking technology, they have a load of cloaked mines, they see multiple Romulan ships decloak in front of them, yet in the original series, they had no idea that Romulan ships can cloak. So yes, it does kind of break canon, but to be honest, when it comes to things like that, you can only rely on something a character said once or twice, and while it does bug me, I feel like that shouldn't limit your storytelling potential, because this entire episode is built around the fact that they have cloaked mines, because it wouldn't work if their mines couldn't cloak, because then it just wouldn't make any sense why the Enterprise would just wander into a mine. Minefield proved to be one of Enterprise's best episodes, and the episode that comes after it, that could only really exist because of Minefield, is, again, one of the best Enterprise episodes. So I really feel like it kind of proves that slight little canon-breaking things can be ignored depending on how big they are. So, overall, I give Minefield an 8 out of 10. So join me next time where I will review Babel 1/United/The Ena.